she would. I would hope so, I reply, anything but optimistic. It's just a defense that she's got. It's not you, he says. That's reassuring, I say, still wary. It is. It's everyone. He's got me there. That, I know. Still, I remained unconvinced that she wouldn't say something that would send me wading straight into the Hudson River with pockets full of rocks. So anytime I had a potential sighting, I kept quiet, sent frantic texts to friends, then spent the next several hours overthinking every moment of the failed interaction. Again, and again, and again, and again. Which brings us back to the park bench, the disguise, the sitting and waiting and hoping for just a sight, just confirmation that she was real, that she existed somewhere outside the confines of my own mind. I had tried everything to reach Elaine. Mailed her postcards, messengered her cookies, established regular contact with her de facto consigliere, talked to some of her best friends. I spent $200 printing and mailing her 341 pages of museum scans of old family documents she hadn't known existed. Sent emails that bounced, cold called numbers that rang endlessly, walked by her building hoping I'd happen to see her coming out of it, attended events she RSVP'd to, then ghosted at the last possible moment. And yet, crickets. At one point, a friend suggested sending her an entire smoked whitefish from Zabar's. In hindsight, I kind of wish I had. Maybe then I wouldn't be sitting on this park bench. I'm kidding, of course. If there's one thing to know about Elaine May, it's this. No one and nothing can convince her to do anything she doesn't want to do. The woman is an indomitable force, an immovable steel rod disguised in the body of a fragile old woman. Full disclosure, at one point, I did hear from Elaine. Sort of. After years of chasing, she finally agreed, through a close confidant, to answer 4 questions in writing. Agreed, of course, in her characteristically controlling fashion, hinging the arrangement on a non-negotiable stipulation that our brief Q&A be printed in its entirety. And then, just when I thought she was within grasp, she was gone. When I objected to her confidant's edits of my questions, the offer was withdrawn. I didn't have to like the decision, but one thing's for sure, I had to accept it. Years ago, Elaine explained the difference between romance and comedy. Comedy, she said, was more like real life. This story isn't a romance. This story, like life, is a comedy, one entirely of Elaine's own making, not dissimilar from the ones she wrote, where trust is withheld and betrayal seems a given, where the truth is buried under a million little lies and aspirations fall short. Elaine was never going to go on the record honestly about her life. She'd always find a way out, while still trying to have things on her terms. Always directing, even in absentia. A romance means it can't happen, Elaine insisted. It never happens that way. She was right. It would have been romantic if Elaine had agreed to talk after all, but it wouldn't have been truthful. Truthful. That one word on which all of Elaine's work had always been predicated was what mattered more than anything. You sort of can't help but love her for remaining silent. Speaking would change the narrative, would go against everything she appears to be. And even if she did, how much could we really trust what she told us? Her voluntary absence, her unwillingness to alter her behavior, isn't just perfectly her, isn't just truthful. It's comedy. This book is not a romance, but it is a love story. I should tell you that now.